Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
You may like to introduce yourself to all of us.
Sir, my name is Mohammad Nazir. I belong to district Gansha of Gilgit-Baltistan. I earned my primary education from my native village, and then I moved to Cadet College Skardu, from where I did my FSc in pre-engineering. After that, I got admission at GIK, from where I did bachelor's in mechanical engineering. And after that, for a brief period of time, I also worked as a trainee engineer at Treat Corporations. And after some time, I felt that I was not really meant for the engineering sector. And after going through a whole process of retrospection, I found civil services to be an attractive stream of career. And that particular journey has brought me to this particular chair.
You want to join the civil services of
Yes, sir.
Gilgit-Baltistan.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about Gilgit-Baltistan. What is your understanding?
Sir, Gilgit-Baltistan is an administrative unit of Pakistan, which is striving to become a full province of Pakistan. But its constitutional status has been in limbo for quite a long time. And as far as the natural landscape of the region is concerned, it is a very beautiful region of not only Pakistan but also of the whole world, and it is home to more than almost 8,000 mountains, including the Ketu and the Nanga Parbat. And apart from that, is also home to various resorts and various beautiful landscapes. So that's all about Gilgit-Baltistan.
You are the owner of some coaching academy at Skardu.
Yes, sir.
What you coach?
Sir, basically, I coach 2 classes from 8th to 12th, the science subjects, basically, sir.
Since you have done BSc mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, you live in mountains.
Yes, sir.
What is the importance of mountains in human life?
So the importance of mountains can be broadly categorized into 2 domains. First of all, it is the geological importance of the mountains. As far as the geological importance of the mountains is concerned, the mountains play a huge role in limiting the intensity of the earthquakes for the whole planet, as well as for the regions where the mountains are located. Apart from that, the other domain of mountains is its impact on the people of the area, of the mountainous area. Because of this, the mountainous terrain, the people have a particular kind of lifestyle they have to bear, or they have to adopt. So in those particular 2 domains, I would like to see the importance of mountains, sir.
You are here and you intend to join the civil services.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between civil service and public service? How you will differentiate it?
Sir, I think the role of civil services is more related to the exams like CSS and PMS, and I think the public service is a more kind of broad domain or concept that includes the serving the public not only through CSS or PMS exams, but also through other streams or point of entries, I suppose.
Welcome to CSPs Academy for CSS PMS preparation. CSS PMS तहरीरी इम्तिहान के तमाम मज़ामीन की ऑनलाइन और ऑन कैंपस तैयारी के साथ साथ सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन, असाइनमेंट चेकिंग, क्लास टेस्ट, मॉक एग्जाम, इंडिविजुअल टीचर डिस्कशन और फीडबैक सेशन का इनकाद किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा FPSC की तजवीज़ करदा बुक्स से बने मयारी नोट्स और CSPs पब्लिशर की बेहतरीन बुक्स मुहैया की जाएंगी। रजिस्टर नाउ एट 0316 570 1593.
So if you are selected into the civil service, you will like to continue as a civil servant or as a public servant?
Sir, I think both these concepts are closely related, and I do also think they are interrelated as well. So I would like to pursue my career as a civil servant.
They don't want to be a public servant.
Sir, as I earlier mentioned that these are closely interlinked concepts basically.
What are the fundamental sources of Islam regarding faith and the practices which we do?
Say the fundamental sources of Islamic law are the first of all the Quran and Sunnah, and then we also do have the sources of sources like Qiyas and Ijma as well, sir.
Tell us something about the geopolitical importance of this area for Pakistan.
Sir, as far as my district Ganj is concerned, it is one of the far-flung districts of Gilgit-Baltistan, and the geopolitical, geological, the strategic importance of the district as far as is concerned, it is basically directly linked and bordered to the district Ladakh of India, and that has some historical significance as well, because in the 1971 war, parts of the region of the area of Chorbat, from where I belong, including the Turtuk and Tiakshe area, went to India, and we have a close narrow border over there. And apart from that, the highest battlefield of the world, Siachen, is also located in my district, and which bears the huge significance from the security lens of for Pakistan, sir.
Nazir, you have done your graduation in 2016,
Yes, sir.
and for the last 7 years,
Yes, sir.
what you have been doing? This is the only thing that you have done this academy?
Yes, sir. Basically, I worked as a trainee engineer for a brief period at Treat Corporations, and after going through a process of retrospection and deciding to pursue civil services, I appeared for 2019 attempt of CSS, and after that I continued my preparations for the GB competitive examination, and I also intend to appear in the coming CSS exams as well, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Nazir, can you please tell the panel about the administrative hierarchy of GB?
Sir, as far as the administrative hierarchy of GB is concerned, we have the positions of Chief Minister, first of all, and the position of Governor, which directly serve under the federal government, under the powers of the under the Prime Minister, basically. So basically, the administrative setup of Gilgit-Baltistan is governed by the GB Order 2009, and basically recently 2018. So that basically establishes the office of the Chief Minister and the Governor. Apart from that, we also have the legislative Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly, which earlier used to be called the Legislative Assembly, and now it is called Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly. So that has the legislative power. Earlier in 2009 order, we also had the GB Council, which has now been the role of which has now been reduced to that of an advisory council. So we also have been introduced the cabinet in the 2018 order, where the chief minister is supposed to have a cabinet, which earlier was not mentioned in 2009 order. So that is the top hierarchy of the administrative order. Apart from that, the chief secretary serves under the as part of the head of the bureaucratic stream, and under him the various departments of the district commissioners and other subordinates serves.
Recently, you must have heard the President has returned the Supreme Court Practices and Procedures Bill back to the Parliament.
Yes, sir.
Under what article of the Constitution President has this power?
Sir, I do not recall that in the point of moment, sir.
Do you know something about principles of policy and how they are implemented in the Constitution?
So basically, the principles of policies lay out broad framework of broad principle frameworks. Basically, it says that the articles of the Constitution should not basically violate or go beyond the framework of the principles of policies. So basically, it sets out the fundamentals of the fundamental principles which determines the contours of the Constitution.
Join CSPs, where we believe that your dreams are our mission. So let us be your partners in this transformative journey as we equip you with knowledge, confidence, and resilience required to emerge as CSS toppers. Contact us on our given WhatsApp number 0316 570 1593 or visit our website www.csps.com.pk.
What defines you as a person, Nazir?
Sir, I think I am just a normal person, a balanced person, with a little bit of tilts towards scientific education, or just a person who has ambition or vision for education, and who thinks that we do not only need political leaders for this country, we also need social leaders for this country. For example, Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan, if you allow me, I would like to elaborate a little bit on that.
What is the energy mix of the country, and how GB's new hydropower project is going to change that?
Sir, the energy mix of Pakistan is about 60% of the energy is based on fossil fuels, and about 24 to 25% is based on hydropower, and the rest is based on nuclear and other renewable sources. Apart from the hydro potential of GB is concerned, according to the WABDA studies, there are around 60,000 megawatts of potential of hydro potential of Gilgit-Baltistan. And most importantly, recently the major projects that are undergoing are the Diamar Basha Dam project, the Dasu Hydro Power Project Dam, the Hansel Power Project of Gilgit, and the Wadi project of district
Thank
Ganjshir.
you. Tell me, last two questions. You have mentioned Allama Iqbal as one of your favorite personalities. You have read his poetry, or you have read his prose?
Basically, I like Iqbal mainly because of his concept of Khudi, which is basically a spiritual concept, and which, being a student of physics, I find some kind of correlation between the concept of Khudi and
Okay.
some metaphysics concepts.
You mentioned Sir Sayyid and you mentioned Iqbal. What is the difference between the concept of Khudi between these two giants?
Sir, as far as the concept of Khudi of Sir Said, I think that Sir Said was not specific about any specific kind of the concept of Khudi. Basically, his concept of, if there was any concept of Khudi, this could broadly be categorized as educational revival of, or social revival of the Muslims of British India. But as far as the Khudi concept of Iqbal is concerned, it is about the spiritual awakening of an individual or self.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Muhammad Nazir, one of your favorite personalities, Dr. Abdul Salam.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell in which year he got Nobel Prize and who were the co-sharer?
Sir, I do not exactly remember the year, but I do remember of his contribution for which he was given the Nobel Prize. If you allow me, I could elaborate on that, sir. Sir, basically, he was given, he's the first from Pakistan who has been given the Nobel Prize in the field of science or physics. So basically, he had done a great job of unifying two basic forces of nature. That was basically the weak magnetic force and the weak nuclear force and the electromagnetic force. So this unification of these forces is considered to be vital for the theory of unification, which is also called theory of everything in physics. So it was a great leap forward towards achieving the theory of everything, which is the ultimate goal of physics, sir.
Give your career a boost with CSS PMS preparation from Civil Services Preparatory School. Join CSS PMS for on-campus and online classes. Join us for your bright future. Civil Services Preparatory School, Jeetan Markaz, Islamabad. Register now at 0316 570 1593.
What is the theory of everything?
The theory of everything is basically about that whatever, there are few fundamental forces of nature in this world, and scientists have not yet been able to understand the exact origin or source of all these forces. So they think that if we come to know about the interrelation between these forces and the exact source of these forces, in a way we will find the ultimate source of life, and that will be
Okay, fine. Well, what do you know about reconstruction of religious thought?
So, Reconstruction of Religious Thought was a book written by Dr. Allama Muhammad
Who was the
Iqbal.
audience?
Excuse me, sir.
For what? Who were basically audience of this book?
Sir, the audience of this book was, as I think, were the general Muslim Ummah. Basically, he had written for the general Muslim Ummah because he wanted to reconstruct the very religious paradigms or religious interpretations or the way people interpret religion, especially the Muslims. So he wanted to bring in new paradigms, new dimensions to the religious interpretation.
Okay, can you explain what is sovereignty?
Sovereignty, sir, I think is a concept of something like the territory. There could be territorial sovereignty.
Who is sovereign Pakistan?
Sir, as far as the Constitution of Pakistan is concerned, sovereignty belongs to Allah Almighty. The Constitution says, and the power to exercise power to exercise that power has been delegated to the people of Pakistan. But the ultimate sovereignty belongs to Allah Almighty. That is what the Constitution says.
What are the jobs of executive?
So the job of the executive is to basically implement the policies that are laid out by the legislature, sir. So that is the primary function of the executive, to formulate policies and implement policies, and for working for the betterment of the society as a whole, or basically social service delivery is the ultimate purpose of executive.
Okay, have you heard the theory of checks and balance?
No, sir, I have not. I do have a broad concept of what is checks and balance or accountability
Okay,
mechanism.
this is my last question. Can you tell Government of India Act 1935 what sort of government this act introduced?
The Government of India Act 1935 basically came after the previous acts 1909 and 1919, Minto Morley reforms and Chelmsford reforms. And the Government of India Act was basically provided for a federal structure with a parliamentary system of governance, and basically it gave a greater provincial autonomy to the Indian Union, the provinces in the Indian Union.
Thank you.
Let's conclude this formal interview. Let's have an informal discussion.
Okay.
अपनी self assessment करो with this 25 minutes we have taken. Make your self assessment.
Sir, I think,
एक से 10 के स्केल में अपने आप को नंबर दो.
sir, I would rank myself 8 out of 10. Sir.
You are having a very tough competition there. There are about 250 and there are only 50 seats. ठीक है ना? You are good. You are state of preparedness में हो तुम. इंट्रोडक्शन को थोड़ा सा रिवाइज कर ले, 1 पेजर बना ले, लिखे, अपने बारे में लिख लो 1 पेजर, जिसमें आपने 1 मिनट में डिलीवर करना है. यू हैव टू क्रिएट योर इम्पैक्ट. सेशन आने के बाद जो पहला होती है ना सवाल जवाब, चाहे वो इंट्रोडक्शन है या नहीं, बट दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू कंडक्ट योरसेल्फ. यहाँ तुमने पिच सेट करनी है अपने आप को, ठीक है ना. 80% तुम्हारा इसी चीज़ों में जो तुम लिख के दोगे, किसी न किसी शक्ल में तुमने लिख के दी हुई है. तो 80% इंटरव्यू इन्हीं चीज़ों में होगा. तुमने डिफेंड करना है इनको. ठीक है. डिफेंड कहाँ से करोगे? ढांचे से करोगे, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग से करोगे, ग्रुप प्रेफरेंसेस से, पर्सनालिटीज से, बुक्स हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें तुम इनको डिफेंड करोगे. और ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट है, ये सारी चीज़ें, इनका ओवरव्यू तुम्हारे पास होना चाहिए. ठीक है ना. तो यू आर इन ए बेटर स्टेट ऑफ प्रिपेयर्डनेस. मेरे ख्याल में तुम काफ़ी बेहतर हो. एक 1 पेजर कर लो. और दूसरा ये है कि न्यूज़पेपर जो है ना, 1 महीने का कम से कम पिछला इकट्ठे कर लो, और उनकी इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़, नेशनल एंड देन लोकल, उन खबरों को आइडेंटिफाई कर लो. सोशल इश्यूज आ जाएंगे, इकोनॉमिक इशू, चैलेंजेस ऑफ द कंट्री आ जाएंगे, तुम्हारा चाइना पाकिस्तान बॉर्डर आ जाएगा, पाकिस्तान यूएस चाइना, इस किस्म की सारी चीज़ें तुम्हें मिल जाएंगी उधर. एनर्जी क्राइसिस पे बात हो गई है, वाटर क्राइसिस आ सकता है, पॉपुलेशन की एक हाइप आ रही है, रिलीजन पे आजकल क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं,
Okay.
उसके भी ऊपर थोड़ी सी आप अपनी प्रिपरेशन बेहतर कर लो, यू कैन इम्प्रूव। तुम्हारी पर्सनैलिटी ठीक है, तुम्हारे कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स सेटिस्फैक्टरी है, यूर इंटेलिजेंट, कॉन्फिडेंस भी है, नॉलेज लेवल भी ठीक है, जाओगे तो इंशाल्लाह यू विल मेक अ डिफरेंस, यू आर अ विनिंग हार्स। आप
I totally agree with the chair. Your positives are your body language is good, your communication is good, basic knowledge base is very good, eye contact is fine. For me, you are a little too wide-legged sitting. I don't like your tie. Your hair are unkempt. Personality में ये चीज़ें आ गई. अब जो रूटीन है उसमें आई हैव रिटन फ्यू थिंग्स, मैं कुछ पढ़ देता हूँ, कुछ आप इसको बाद में पढ़ लें, ठीक है? बेसिक नॉलेज है, बट व्हेन वी गेट इनटू द डिटेल, जैसे सर ने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पे, सॉवरेनिटी पे आपसे पूछा, मैंने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पे चीज़ें पूछी, बेसिक आइडियाज डू नॉट नो मच अबाउट दैम, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का नॉलेज इम्प्रूव कर लो, shorten your answers, make them point wise. A few of the answers you were getting in too much detail, which is like gives a feeling of a drag. Sir Sayyid's khudi pad lo. He did have a khudi's concept, and his khudi was totally in contrast with Iqbal's khudi. Okay. So when you point out Iqbal's khudi, the natural question comes with Sir Sayyid's khudi, you being an educator yourself. Okay. ठीक? प्रोज की तरफ सर ने इशारा किया, रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रिलीजियस थॉट, उस इकबाल की शायरी सारे पढ़ते हैं, व्हेन यू टेक हिम एज अ फेवरेट पर्सनैलिटी यू हैव टू हैव नॉलेज ऑफ हिज प्रोज एज वेल, ठीक? हायरार्की के आंसर्स में गड़बड़ थी, आप लेजिस्लेचर को भी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हायरार्की में डाल रहे थे, आप बाकी लोगों को भी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव हायरार्कीज डज नॉट इंक्लूड पार्लियामेंट, डज नॉट इंक्लूड गवर्नर, सीएम, चीफ सेक्रेटरी, डाउन बिलो दो तरह की हायरार्की, एक सेक्रेटरी की है जो सेक्रेटेरिएट में है, दूसरी फील्ड में है जो कमिश्नर और बाकी लोग करते हैं, तो उसको उस तरह से तैयार करो। दैट्स इट। जैसे सर ने कहा, यू आर विनिंग हॉर्स। ओवर टू यू सर।
थैंक यू। मैं नज़ीर, मैं बहुत सी बातें रिपीट नहीं करूँगा, आई विल से कि चंद एक चीज़ें जो है ना, आपकी फेवरेट पर्सनैलिटीज़ में से 3 फेवरेट पर्सनैलिटी लिखना इट्स नॉट सजेस्टेबल, तो उनमें से एक रख लें, उसके ऊपर बहुत अच्छा डिटेल में आप जान लें, उसके ऊपर क्रिटिसिज्म्स को भी पढ़ लें, सब कुछ पढ़ें पे, तो 3 जो है इसके ऊपर बहुत से क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं।
They had given option in the performance, so I just
आप don't go for 3, go for 1.
Okay sir.
उसके बारे में सब कुछ पढ़ लें। अब तो आपके पास 3 दिन रह गए हैं, ठीक है? बुक्स भी जो है ना, ठीक है, आपने लिख दी है, तो जो हॉबीज भी हैं इनके बारे में सब कुछ लिखा है आपने, अपनी वीकनेस में लिखे गो इन डिटेल ओरिएंटेड, आप आंसर्स भी बड़े डिटेल ओरिएंटेड दे रहे हैं।
That is what I feel that is one of my weaknesses.
लेकिन फिर ये है कि एक चीज़ों की जो जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग है ना, लाइक जो कंट्री में हो रहा है, सोवरेनिटी, डेमोक्रेसी, पॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस है, ये लाजमी नहीं कि पॉलिटिकल साइंस के ही कंसेप्ट्स हैं, ये न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ेंगे तो आपको सब कुछ क्लियर हो जाएगा।
Any question from your side?
No sir, I think everything has been told already by the panel, so I am just thankful for the suggestions sir.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you sir. Assalamu alaikum.